Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. The Military Bowl gives us a really sneaky good matchup between UCF and Duke. The Knights come into this game as the American Athletic Conference runner-up, falling to Tulane in that championship game. Duke comes into the game at 8-4 in a very surprising year one under Mike Elko. The Blue Devils now playing in their first bowl game since 2018. So a lot is on the line for both programs here. It's a very intriguing matchup between two teams that, for some would say, maybe exceeded expectations in 2022. And we're here to break down everything you need to know for this game and, of course, share our official prediction. So, guys, welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. We're so glad that you could join us today. As always, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos, and check out everything down in the description below, including our expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Some of the best college football and NFL spread picks in the entire country, guys. We are giving you every single college football bowl game spread pick over there, every single NFL playoff game spread pick over there. It's all combined into our holiday special package. $29.99 gets you all postseason football picks in one place and guaranteed winners, which means guaranteed winnings right in your pocket. So make sure you go check it out. The link down in the description below. So let's take a look at this game, guys. Let's just go ahead and dive into it with the offense. Both teams have pretty dang good offenses. UCF 9-4, Duke 8-4. This is going to be a really intriguing Military Bowl, one that typically doesn't have two teams that are this good playing in their game. You look at the Knights, guys. They're averaging 34.4 points per game, and they are balanced. That is how UCF does their damage, is by beating you both ways. 244.5 passing yards per game, 236 rushing yards per game. But the key for UCF is their quarterback, John Rice Plumlee. He has thrown for over 2,400 yards, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, so a 2-to-1 ratio, 841 rushing yards, and 11 touchdowns. So that is going to be the key there, is John Rice Plumlee, who has battled injuries from time to time, and he's going to be very more important now because Mikey Keene is out. Mikey Keene transferring out of the program, so he's not playing. Which means John Rice Plumlee is not good to go or gets hurt at some point in this game. UCF is going to be struggling a little bit offensively. But this is a team that wants to rely on him, wants to rely on his dual threat ability. They want to rely on their ground game as a whole, as R.J. Harvey, their running back, has over 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. Isaiah Bowser also has over 700 yards and 14 touchdowns. They want to run. Another thing to mention, though, is if they're not running, Plumlee is more than capable of passing. He's going to be without his number 2 wide receiver, and Ryan O'Keefe, who has 725 yards and 5 touchdowns. He is transferring out of the program as well. So they're going to be down one of their top receivers in this game when it comes to the passing game. When you take a look at Duke, ironically, their offense is very, very similar to that of UCF. Very balanced, very high octane. 33.1 points per game, 236 passing yards per game, 185 on the ground. So they're pretty balanced. Not nearly as much as the Knights, but good enough. You look at your quarterback position here for Duke. Riley Leonard has just emerged as a star for the Blue Devils, and like UCF, he is the leading passer and the leading rusher for his team. You take a look at him, 2,700 yards to the air, 20 touchdowns, just 6 interceptions, 636 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Jordan Waters at running back has been phenomenal, 561 yards, 8 touchdowns on the year. And then you've got plenty of wide receivers there. You've got Jalen Calhoun, the leader, 811 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jordan Moore right behind him with over 600 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns. Duke, guys, finished the year on a run, winning 4 of their last 5 games to not just clinch bowl eligibility, but to clinch an 8-win season. This is a special year for Mike Elko. Again, no one thought Duke, who was just tanking under David Cutcliffe, would get there that quickly under Mike Elko. 8 wins, first bowl since 2018. Can they win it? The answer to that is yes, if they can stop UCF and the offense that we just mentioned. The Blue Devils giving up 22.8 points per game, 260 passing yards per game, and 120 rushing yards per game. So the secondary, a little suspect, a little concerning. The running defense, not too bad, only 120. You would expect Duke to have a pretty decent defense under Mike Elko. He's a defensive-minded coach. He's been a defensive coordinator pretty much his entire career. So you would expect Duke to be pretty solid on that side of the ball. The key in this one, guys, is to contain Plumlee. If you can contain John Rice Plumlee and prevent him from escaping the pocket, you're going to be okay. Stop the run, force him to throw, don't allow him to escape, and you're going to be okay. Even though the secondary is a little suspect, that's what I would want to do if I were Duke. I don't want to allow UCF, who averages over 230 rushing yards per game, to get that ground game going, which in turn can set up the pass. The Blue Devils have 30 sacks on the year, 15 fumble recoveries. They know how to get the ball. They know how to go after that ball. They have held 7 of their opponents to 24 points or less. If they do that against UCF, the Blue Devils win this game. Same can be said for the Knights, though. What about their defense? I mean, they're actually kind of underrated. People don't talk about nearly enough. UCF only giving up 23.2 points per game, giving up over 225 through the air and 157 on the ground. That is your key number, is the ground game, which obviously Riley Leonard and Jordan Waters are going to be able to exploit if they want to. But also UCF put together a consistent game plan. That's what you got to do if you're Gus Malzahn. We have seen some really good defensive performances from the Knights and some really bad ones as well. The last 2 games defensively have been really bad for UCF. They allowed 39 points and 298 rushing yards to USF in the season finale. Then they allowed 45 points and 648 yards of offense to Tulane in the American Athletic Championship game. So they have to find a way to stop the ground game for Duke, and they have to find a way to be consistent defensively. That's going to be the question and the concern, and they're going to have to do it, guys, without their linebacker, Jeremiah John Baptiste, who is 3rd on the team with 52 tackles. So a big opt-out there defensively for the Knights. So is he a game changer? I mean, he's not going to make or break the game, but it hurts when you have that depth and obviously have a guy that has experience going up against a Duke team that not only can run the ball, but will run the ball against what has been a very porous UCF rushing defense. So ultimately, guys, what's going to happen in this game? What's going to happen in the Military Bowl? A battle between a 9-win team and an 8-win team. A lot at stake for both teams to finish the year on the high, to carry some momentum into 2023. Certainly, you do look at motivation here. Will UCF be motivated after losing the American Championship game and failing to make a New Year's Six bowl game? We know Duke's going to be motivated. They're in a bowl game for the first time since 2018. These players on the team haven't experienced postseason play. This is a big, big deal. And ultimately, guys, I am going to pick the Duke Blue Devils to beat UCF in the Military Bowl. I like Duke a lot in this game. I think they're going to play some inspired football for Mike Elko to send him out in year 1 with a bold victory, with a 9-win season. They want it more than UCF, who, I think is going to be a little lacking motivation, knowing they could have been playing in the Cotton Bowl, but instead they're playing in the Military Bowl. I think they're going to be missing that, and that's going to be in the back of their mind. I don't have faith in UCF to put together a consistent game plan. I do expect Duke, who's won 4 of their last 5, to do just that. And the Blue Devils, guys, will not only win the Military Bowl, but they will cap off a 9-win season for the first time since 2014. Go ahead and give Mike Elko a pay raise, because he is building something very special with the Blue Devils. So guys, as always, thank you so much for watching us here at the Gridiron Expert on YouTube. Make sure to continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our videos. Of course, check out everything down in the description below, including those expert picks over on our website, thegridironexpert.com. Again, our holiday special for $29.99 gets you every single postseason spread pick, not just for college football bowl games, but NFL playoff picks as well. Go check it out. The link to that down in the description below. And once again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on the Gridiron Expert.